afternoon. Our ceremony will start promptly at 1 o'clock, but we have a few announcements before then. While this year's graduates and faculty are making final preparations for these commencement exercises, I would like to take a moment to review this afternoon's ceremony. This year, the Senior Advisory Council, composed of students and faculty, has worked long and hard to ensure that we continue the Eudora tradition of a dignified graduation ceremony. Their efforts have been directed at combining the freshness of new ideas with this formal tradition. They have planned a ceremony that will be remembered with pride, to be followed by a celebration with family and friends. Our goal is to provide each graduate with a moment of well-deserved recognition. We want to make certain that the name of each graduate is clearly heard. To do this, we please ask that you assist in the following ways. Please refrain from using noisemakers or whistling during the presentation of the diplomas. Also have your cell phone silenced. The ceremony will last a little more than 90 minutes, so we ask that you remain for the entire time. An early departure is distracting to others. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of each graduate as they are presented with their diplomas, so there is no need to be on the gym floor for pictures. We also ask that, if possible, you remain standing during the processional and during the recessional. Finally, a reminder that state law prohibits the use of tobacco on school property. Another reminder with our indoor ceremony. At the conclusion, our graduates will have to recess out of the gym to the courtyard where they can receive family and friends. For this, we would ask everyone to remain seated until after our faculty and graduates have left the gym. Much effort has gone into making this afternoon's graduation exercise one in which we will all take pride. We thank you in advance for giving us your cooperation in achieving that goal and saluting a truly outstanding senior class. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
You got to go back and watch it.
You have 7 acres. And I wasn't real sure how much of that. But I'm sure you do that? You rent that out. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. You rent that out. I would have to rent it over there. That's a nice one. By the way,
mow yours like 5 minutes? Oh, you did? Yeah, this is perfect. It's in the wilderness. This is the wilderness.
We're out mowing. He's sitting in the back porch.
Yes.
It's funny. I said you the same way. I told you I was like 3, and I'm like, I got one more in me.
Nice time for that.
So full and tired. I'm so excited to get to the door tonight. It is. You just have to start. Oh, of course.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. At this time, I invite you to stand as you are able for the presentation of our colors presented to us today by the Civil Air Patrol Lawrence Composite Squadron under the direction of Cadet Master Sergeant Zachary Pippert, EHS Senior, Cadet Colonel Ian Farthing, Cadet Master Sergeant James Lewis, Cadet Senior Airman Jeremiah Lewis, and I invite you to stay standing for the processional of our seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement of Eudora High School's class of 2024. Today's flag presentation was conducted by the Civil Air Patrol Lawrence Composite Squadron that includes senior Zach Pippert. Thank you, Zach and Civil Air Patrol, for your presentation. It is my honor to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2024. You see before you a group of students who have overcome a very unique high school experience to get to this stage. My classmates have shown determination and commitment, all while making friendships, showing school spirit, and supporting their fellow classmates any chance they got. We also must thank our parents, teachers, and coaches who have given their time and effort to prepare us for the future. Along the way, we have matured and found our passions that will guide us into the next steps of our lives. This class consists of some of the most important and amazing people in my life, and I'm honored to have shared my EHS experience with them. I would now like to introduce Eudora High School Principal Dr. Justin Bogart.
Great. Well, good afternoon. I am Dr. Justin Bogart, Principal of Eudora High School. Before I get to the formal part of my conversation with you, I do want to apologize for the stuffiness here in our gymnasium. I realize that as a building principal, you have to be prepared to take some heat. I did not expect that it would be this heat. We discovered at 9 a.m. this morning that a smoke alarm had shut down our air handlers, and our district facilities has been working on that since 9:15 this morning. We're doing the very best we can. I appreciate the efforts of our facilities in helping to get some air moving in here. Thank you for your patience. If you do need to log a complaint with me regarding today's temperature in the gymnasium, please email me. My email address is stumoeckel@eudoraschools.org. It is my pleasure to welcome students, parents, faculty, and honored guests to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2024. This is a special afternoon for the 119th graduating class of Eudora High School. Today is a celebration for these seniors and all they have accomplished. We want everyone to enjoy this ceremony in the spirit in which it is offered, with happiness in our minds, warmth in our hearts, and dignity in our demeanor. The welcome address this afternoon was given by Nate Reason, son of Tim and Lynn Reason. Next fall, Nate will attend the University of Kansas and pursue a career as a Marine Corps officer. Thank you, Nate. It is now my privilege to bring to the dais Kason Lamont, son of Anita Lamont, to introduce our faculty speaker. Kason's future plans include attending Haskell Indian Nations University and beginning his studies in pre-medicine. Welcome, Kason.
Corey Jackson is a Eudora native who attended Eudora schools from kindergarten through 12th grade, graduating from EHS in 1996. Mr. Jackson has been a professional teacher for 22 years, spending the last 12 years here at Eudora High School, teaching courses in English language arts and coaching baseball for 4 seasons. Before this time, Mr. Jackson taught English in Sedgwick, Kansas. Mr. Jackson earned his bachelor's degree in 2000 from Emporia State University, and then earned his master's degree in English education from Baker University in 2004. Mr. Jackson's son, Jace, is graduating with us today, and his daughter, Jaylee, is a member of the class of 2026. At Eudora High School, we emphasize family, one team. As a student who was new to this district at the height of COVID, I can confirm that this isn't an empty phrase to make my class and community look better. Mr. Jackson is a major contributor to this dynamic. He is involved in our district by serving on the building's leadership team and district's leadership team. He is a mentor teacher, and he also serves on a panel of veteran teachers for the KU School of English Education. However, he doesn't help to create this family just by being an active member of these important organizations. Much of the work is done in the learning environment that he has created. I remember that entering my junior year, I was terrified to take Comp 1 because I was terrible at writing all through my school years. And I let him know this fear while I was giving the current sophomores tours of the high school with my fellow Stuco members. Instead of receiving some ominous reply that would further increase my nervousness, I was met with a warm smile and reassurance that I would do great. He was absolutely right. Mr. Jackson has truly perfected the idea of constructive criticism, creating an environment that leaves no doubt in any of his students' minds that his words mean anything other than the best for us. Mr. Jackson is an amazing teacher who not only creates strong writers, but through projects like the last lecture, where seniors are tasked with giving thanks to the people and experiences that got us here, while leaving behind wisdom for younger generations. He also creates members of society who take time to be mindful and appreciate the small things in life that are too often forgotten. Please welcome our 2024 commencement speaker, Mr. Corey Jackson.
Like Kason mentioned, I graduated from EHS and have spent over half my life as a student and teacher in Eudora. Of all those years, I'm not sure any have been as rewarding as the last 2 that I've spent teaching the class of 2024. Part of that comes from teaching my son Jace, who's graduating today, but my time with this class has also been rewarding because I've seen them accomplish so much in the face of such adversity. Seniors, some of you have spent a few hundred hours listening to me talk, so I thank you for giving me 15 more minutes today. I've spent so much time with some of you that I'm not sure that I have anything new to say. So instead, I'd like to go back and remind you of some of the most important lessons that I hope you took away from the stories we've read together. Those stories really weren't about Huck Finn or Jay Gatsby or Frankie Presto. Those stories were about you. They were about you learning more about yourselves through the characters' experiences. So today, one last time, I want to use those stories and the stories of your fellow seniors to send you on your way with a reminder of what I believe is most important. The lessons you learn in your English classes often came in the form of specific quotes. That's the approach I want to go back to today. The first quote is one we focused on as we read The Glass Castle. As the author's family's driving through the desert, her mom points to a Joshua tree and mentions that it's the Joshua tree's struggles that give it beauty. If we believe that quote, this class is one of the most beautiful I've taught. So much of that beauty comes from your struggles. Your struggles started early, like kindergarten early. Along with usual struggles like trying to make friends and obeying those cups at lunch that told you whether or not you could talk, so many of you mentioned the stress that came with the clip chart. For most of you who did clip down, the public shame of a single clip down to yellow was enough, but Kelton Ford told me that maybe he clipped down more often than some because he was so energetic and maybe even ended up on red a time or 2. This shocked me because I've enjoyed my time with Kelton so much and never would have clipped him down. Maybe once or twice, but never below yellow, Kelton. But by the end of elementary school, Kelton and the rest of you had found so many positive ways to channel all that energy. The involvement of many of you in things like Battle of the Books, bingo nights, marathon club, jogathon, band and choir was a way for your class to participate in ways that would pay off later. Because you were kind of starting over when you got to middle school, some of those past struggles resurfaced. A lot of you told me that you struggled in maintaining the friendships you made in elementary school, and I found out that a few of you were lucky the clip chart didn't follow you, especially on the day that your class was held after lunch in the auditorium after one of your classmates turned some mayo packets smuggled from the lunchroom into missiles. But like in elementary school, you made your way through those struggles. Even though the school year came to such a strange end in the spring of 2020, a lot of you capitalized on your time in middle school by continuing your involvement in the extracurricular activities EMS had to offer in a way that laid the foundation for so much of your success at EHS. Your struggles continued with a strange start to your freshman year. Instead of the usual freshman orientation, you were greeted with procedures like masks, temperature checks, and hybrid schedules. But as always, your class worked through those struggles, and once again, by the end of the year, you found ways to contribute to every activity, club, and sport in the building. In your junior year, I got to witness some of those struggles firsthand. I had about half of you in 3 different hours last year, and we did get off to a bumpy start in each one. On the first day, first hour, I asked my 20 students how many of them enjoyed reading. I usually expect to see about half the hands go up. In this case, I only saw 1. So, Taylor Nice, thank you for being the avid reader in that hour, but I was worried. Between Taylor and myself, there were exactly 2 people in the room who enjoyed doing the thing that we were going to spend most of our time doing. It didn't take me long to realize that even though the room wasn't full of book lovers, it was full of thoughtful, hardworking students who I saw go on to become better readers, writers, and thinkers, and who I know will go on to become successful healthcare workers, military members, and artists. So I hope that all of you remember that there is some value in continuing to work toward a goal, even when that process isn't one you love. I noticed one student struggles later in that first week during my 6th hour class. Max Mitchell came in at the beginning of the hour and was clearly distracted. He told me some of his friends had hidden his water bottle the hour before. After some digging, I found out Kelton may have been part of that group that hid Max's water bottle. Kelton, maybe I should have clipped you down to orange. Throughout the hour, I could tell that Max was struggling to focus because of that missing water bottle. The next day got back on track, though, and since then I've seen nothing but focus from Max. I think the most beautiful part of Max's story is that I'm not the only one impressed by his focus. Max was accepted into 4 different service academies and will attend the Naval Academy next year. They're lucky to be getting a student as focused as Max. His story serves as a reminder that intensely focusing on your goals and finding ways to ignore nuisances like hidden water bottles often pays off in major ways. Congratulations, Max. And Kelton. And Kelton, clip downs or not, I am really going to miss you. My 7th hour class last year eventually ended up being the perfect students to end my day with, but that's not how it started. Early in the year, Riley Griffin and Lainey Orr were in a hurry to leave for the day and started to walk out my door a few seconds early. I kindly asked them to come back into the room, and Lainey held up her phone to show me that it said it was 3:19, even though the bell hadn't rang. It's not how it works, Lainey. Luckily, they did wait until the bell rang and have every day since then. That day, it kind of felt to me like maybe they were running away from me and my class, but eventually I understood Riley was just running to one of the many responsibilities she has after school, and Lainey was just trying to help a friend like I've seen her do so often since then. And since that day, I have enjoyed every second of my time with both of them. From them and my reaction to them, I hope the rest of the seniors know that sometimes we need to be patient with people even though our first impressions might not be perfect. Like that Joshua tree, because of their struggles, this class is a beautiful one and will go down as one of the most successful to ever come through EHS. This year alone, some students in this class have been part of a Science Olympiad team that has won 4 straight state titles. Others have been part of a girls' cross-country team that won the state championship 3 years in a row. And still others were part of a Scholars Bowl team that beat Bishop Miege to win the school's first ever state championship. Those state championships were in addition to success a lot of the seniors had in competitions for classes like art, band, choir, culinary, JAG-K, and video, and in clubs like FBLA, FFA, and Skills USA. Another quote from a reading that reminds me of some of this class's most successful students is one from the Mitch Albom book, The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto. In the book, which is about finding ways to use our talents to help others, one of the main characters tells another, "The secret is not to make your music louder, but to make the world quieter." This quote really isn't about music, but about the fact that we don't always have to speak up, but when we do, we should have something meaningful to say. If what we say is meaningful, the world tends to get a little quieter and listens. This quote reminds me of all the seniors I've had this year who don't feel pressure to speak often, but when they do speak, what they say is always meaningful. As a fellow quiet person, I've always admired Joshua Fortner, Camel Mayer, Sidney Owens, Sophie Whalen, and Madison Woodruff for the approach they take in my class. They're outstanding listeners, so they don't speak as often as some, but because they're so thoughtful and seek to understand others, what they say always means so much. I hope others in their class have learned from them about how important it is to listen and seek to understand others before you seek to be understood. Another quote that I think is an important one to remind you of is one from a stage performance that we watched called In and of Itself. In that performance, Derek Delgadio talks about how important it is to not let other people define us, and that we shouldn't compromise who we are to please them. He says, true identity exists in one's own heart and is seen by another. In other words, the world sometimes sees us in ways that aren't truly who we are. I hope that I've seen each of my students for who they truly are. There are two that I've seen in ways that I need them to know today. So as I mention them, I hope the rest of the seniors think of a person at EHS who they appreciate for seeing them as they hope to be seen. Lucy Giffen and Olivia Lawhorn, I see you as my teachers. I hope you've learned a lot from me, but I also hope you know how much I've learned from you. I've learned more about kindness and respect by watching you interact with your peers. I've also learned more about how important it is to support those around me by watching you do the same in attending nearly every school event. I'm serious about that. I think you were literally at everything, which is amazing to me. And you supported everyone around you every chance you got. I know that both of you plan to be teachers, so I want you to know that you've gotten off to a great start by teaching me. So now that we've reviewed what I think are the most important lessons I wanted to remind you of, I do need to give you some homework. There is no due date, and it's too late for me to give you a grade, but I think it's important work. First of all, please say thank you often today. I hope some of those thank yous go to at least one of the people sitting directly behind the seniors. The last time I had the chance to speak to seniors at graduation, I reminded them of how many of them felt at home here, and I hope all of you have found a home away from home at EHS. It's those teachers sitting behind you that make that feeling possible. The other assignment I have for you revolves around another important theme we've talked about this year, and that's the power of a homecoming. I hope if you're leaving Eudora, you won't stay gone too long. Even if you don't choose to come back and stay permanently like I did, I hope you look for chances to come back home. Whether your homecoming is for reconnection, resolution, or just to get some laundry done, Eudora and EHS are special places that I hope you appreciate even more once you're gone. The quote I'd like to end with today is one that we haven't talked about in class, but one that I heard my former teacher and colleague, Mr. Matt Bova, use in one of his graduation speeches. It's from writer Annie Dillard and reminds me of how I feel about my time with the class of 2024. She said, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Think about how you have and how you will spend your days, because if you believe Annie Dillard, that's exactly how you have and will spend your lives. As you look back, I hope you see the way you've spent your days at EHS as a meaningful part of your lives. As you look forward, I hope you're careful to spend your days involved in meaningful pursuits, and if you are, you will create meaningful lives for yourselves." Personally, it's easy for me to see these words play out in my life. I've spent over half my days as a student or teacher at EHS, and at least the last 2 years with so many of you. I thank you for that. Spending my days surrounded by the class of 2024 has made my life more meaningful. And I hope today all of you think about how the same might be true for you. I wish you the best of luck and appreciate you giving me one last chance to talk to you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Meaningful and heartfelt words for our seniors. As our choir and concert band prepare for their performance, I would like to take this moment to introduce our special guests on stage. Please stand when I read your name. Mrs. Claire Harding, Eudora Board of Education. Mrs. Heather Whalen, Eudora Board of Education. Mr. Eric Vota, Eudora Board of Education. Mr. Stu Meckel, Superintendent, Eudora School District. Mr. Sean Hayden, Assistant Principal, Eudora High School. Ms. Jessica Johnson, Director, Alternative and Virtual Learning. Mr. Seth Heide, Principal, Eudora Elementary School. Mr. Jeremy Thomas, Principal, Eudora Middle School. Ms. Kara Kimberlin, our Athletic and Activity Director, is attending a graduation in Texas, but I want to acknowledge her as well. Mr. Corey Jackson, Teacher, Eudora High School. Mr. Brian Duncan, Counselor, Eudora High School. Ms. Sarah Weirick, Teacher, Eudora High School. And Mr. Duncan and Mrs. Weirick were selected to be readers by this year's graduation committee. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the class of 2024. This afternoon, our Eudora High School choirs, under the direction of Miss Allison Enneking, will join our Eudora High School concert band, under the direction of Mr. Damian Johnson, to perform the newly adopted school song, Radiance, arranged by Jacob Narvarud. Ladies and gentlemen, our combined choirs and band. Thank you, Ms. Senekine, Mr. Johnson, choirs, and concert band for an incredible performance today. Let's acknowledge their efforts again on behalf of our seniors. At this time, I am pleased to introduce our student speakers. Our student speakers are selected by a vote of the senior class, and we have 3 today. Our first student speaker is Justin Shoemaker, son of Kelly Shoemaker and Lynn Clark Shoemaker, who will deliver his speech, Your Book. Welcome, Justin.
There is nothing more daunting than a blank page with high expectations. When Dr. Bogart informed me that I was selected to give the speech, I was overwhelmed with excitement. But that excitement soon turned into anxiety. So much so that when I sat down to write the speech, my mind went blank. I couldn't think of that one final message I wanted to share with my class before we parted ways. I researched what makes a great speech and watched famous examples and spent countless hours fretting over it, but I was lost in my own thoughts. So I took a step back, out of my brain and into my life. Our high school journey hasn't been a thought. It's been real. Waking up every day for the last 4 years and seeing the same friendly faces of peers and teachers alike, worrying about Miss Swan's math tests and rushing to finish history notebooks the day that they're due, and our whole school coming together on Friday nights for football games. Getting to live these experiences for the last 4 years of my life has shown me just how special Eudora truly is. So, graduates, let's take a walk down memory lane. I will never forget our freshman year. Not only because it was such a massive change from middle school, but because we had one of the weirdest starts to high school in the history of, ever. It shouldn't be breaking news to anyone in this room that the COVID-19 pandemic changed our education in some massive ways. While most all of this change was bad, I'm a firm believer that there can always be a silver lining. And for us, that silver lining was resilience. We have been through more than most other classes in history and have come out with a greater appreciation for the things around us. After freshman year, sophomore year was a piece of cake. Unless COVID-2 happened, we felt we could take on the world. This was our first year of real high school and in person. New connections, clubs, sports, and finally getting that full human connection we wanted was bliss. And then junior year, when life really started to kick in. The workload was seemingly tripled from the year before, and we all had jobs. We were upperclassmen now, and a lot more of the responsibility in the classroom and in activities were on our shoulders. And hardest of all, we had to look inwards at ourselves before we could look outwards to college, careers, and more. And finally, we ended up here. Our senior year, our year of fun. We had taken most of the hard classes and became leaders inside and out of the classroom. Now, we got to make memories together. Senior sunrise, last lectures, getting rained out of Silver Dollar City, and so much more. We had a better idea of our futures and our first steps after graduation. High school was full of so many memories, and it was such a big part of our lives. It can be easy to feel like this is the end of a chapter, but it's not. It's the beginning of a whole new book that you get to write. Every page an adventure. There will be twists, turns, love, heartbreak, success, and so much more. All that I can hope is that it turns out exactly the way you want it to. And I'm sure that the time we've spent together will make all of our first pages a little less daunting. And that's it. That's my one final message I wanted to share with all of you. You have a blank book and high expectations, but you have gained that resilience to keep writing no matter what life may hold. Thank you.
Justin, thank you. Our next student speaker is Sophie Whalen, daughter of Thad and Heather Whalen, who will deliver her speech, Beginnings and Endings. Welcome, Sophie.
As some of you know, I was homeschooled for part of my life, and it wasn't until the 5th grade that I joined the Eudora Public Schools. I remember being scared of what the kids would think of me and that I wouldn't like my new school. But after time went on, I realized that these public school kids were not that bad. The community of Eudora had taken me in as one of their own, and they have poured into me ever since. As high school came around and life got a little messy with COVID, the Eudora community continued to leave an impact on their students. Through a year and a half of online school, hybrid schedule, and masks, the EHS teachers proceeded to make school an environment that was fun and a place where kids wanted to be. I want to thank all the teachers for the work you guys put in despite all the challenges of COVID. I know it wasn't easy, and we are all so grateful for you. To the class of 2024, I want to thank you all for an incredible high school experience. Each one of you has left an impact on me in some shape or form. Whether it's from a short conversation we've had, a group project we've done, a moment on the football field that I've gotten to watch, or a last lecture that I've gotten to listen to, I admire you all. Although we all haven't had the same high school experience, I believe that we are all brought here for a purpose. There have been days when life has been hard. Waking up and getting out of bed can be a mental battle some days, especially on the days where we can't see any progress. But I'm here to tell you that it is worth it. One of the many lessons high school has taught me is that how people act on the outside is a reflection of how they've been treated. Our experiences in life are what shape us, and I know that a lot of you have had some rough experiences in life, and that I have had it easier than some. To those people, I want to say congratulations. You have made it, and although this life right now is all that we know, it is only just the beginning. Our past does not define us, and our future is not set. Every day we are given the choice. We are given the opportunity to grow. I've been blessed with an amazing family and group of friends who have been by my side every step of the way. To those of you who have had to do life alone, I encourage you to keep going. If you're the only one that believes in yourself, that is all that you need. Don't set any limit on your life. If you have a dream or a passion, pursue it, and don't let temporary failures convince you to stop. Life is a gift that we are only given once. We all have unique talents and purposes. It is our job to apply our talents and gifts to those around us. And on the days when you feel like you have failed, remember that there is an opportunity waiting for you in the morning. The opportunity to be a better person than you were the day before. Achieving this every day is hard, but if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it, and I'm here to tell you that it's worth it. There is a universal truth that we all have to face. Whether we want to or not, everything eventually comes to an end. As much as we've all looked forward to this day, I've never really liked change. Rearranging my room makes me sad because it doesn't feel like the way it did before. I can't imagine what moving into a dorm will be like next year, but like most changes, it's probably necessary. Endings are inevitable. We say goodbye to the things and people we love, but just because we're leaving, and it hurts, there are some people and places that will always be a part of us. These people are our cornerstone, our solid rock. They're the voices in our head that follow us wherever we go. It is our time to say goodbye. It's our time to apply what we've learned, whether through academics, sports, relationships, or simply living. We have all been shaped by our time here. I encourage you all that in whatever path you take in life, do everything to the best of your ability. It is rewarding in the end. When I think of all the memories that EHS has given me, it makes me never want to leave. Which goes to show how amazing Eudora truly is. I want to close with a verse from my favorite book. Let us not love with words or speech, but in actions and truth. Thank you to Eudora, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for the class of 2024.
Thank you, Sophie. Our final student speaker is Morgan Spencer, daughter of Meg and Ron Spencer, who will deliver her speech, Lucky. Welcome, Morgan.
It seems like just yesterday that I was in tears because I wasn't ready to be an adult. Probably because it was yesterday. But here we are. You don't get to choose when growing up happens to you, and I guess it was just our turn. At the beginning of the year, I had a lot of thoughts about graduation, so I decided to write a faux graduation speech just to get my thoughts out. This is what I wrote before experiencing my senior year. I know I should be excited to take the next step, but I feel like I'm mourning. I'm mourning all the things I never appreciated until I had to do them for the last time. I'm mourning driving down the street and being able to count on seeing someone I know. I'm mourning all the friends I didn't even try to make because I figured they wouldn't like me, and when I got to know them, I realized too late just how wrong I was. While it was a little dramatic, I still wholeheartedly agree with the sentiments of myself before senior year, although I don't feel quite so negative about taking the next step anymore. High school was incredible, the most life-changing thing I've ever experienced, but it won't be that forever. We will move on to college, to a gap year, to trade school, to a mission trip, and we will make new life-changing memories. We will have new experiences and opportunities, but that doesn't mean we have to forget our time here. Like Joshua Fortner's last lecture, we will drive forward to the future, but high school will always be in the rearview mirror. No, instead of forgetting about high school, let your time here influence who you are in the future. If we are half as active in our community, half as kind to people we barely know, half as open to trying new things as we were here when we leave, I know we'll all be just fine. Maybe this would be easier if I hated all of you, but my favorite people in the world are all in this room. I grew up with amazing people. My friends are incredible, and I've known that for a while. A couple of key people this year reminded me just how wonderful my classmates are, and I'd like to personally thank them. Sophie Whalen, thank you for letting me get you out during senior assassin after you couldn't get Julian. Sorry I didn't win. Havea Harvett, thank you for stressing out about having to give a graduation speech as well so that I didn't feel so silly about worrying, even if you didn't end up giving one. Logan Cundiff, thank you for coming to my calculus study session and staying late to basically reteach the entire class everything we learned this year. You're the reason I passed. Madison Woodruff and Kenzie Yoder, thank you for letting me sit next to you on the bus during senior trip and having conversations with me that reminded me I should leave my comfort zone and talk to people more often. Like my classmates, my parents have recently reminded me of the amazing people I've grown up with. I was talking to my parents after the senior awards ceremony, and my dad said to me, "I think you've had one of the best high school experiences I've ever even heard of." When he said this, he wasn't talking exactly about my individual experience. He was talking about the people I've had the pleasure to grow up with. He was talking about my old recreational soccer team, the kids who went to Quest, those who went to the rec center summer camp. My parents almost moved us when I was in 5th grade, but they made the decision to stay because I'd already made my place in the school system. I'm endlessly glad that they made this decision, and so are they. After the award ceremony, my parents were so impressed with how involved our class has been. Honor roll, NHS, volunteering, the list goes on. My parents were just beyond impressed at the well-rounded individuals Eudora seems to be churning out. I'm impressed with the individuals this school has turned us into. When I look at my classmates, the class of 2024, there's not a single person I'm not proud of. We've gone from grubby, energetic, loudest class to ever go through Eudora to adults so put together that only one of us answered our senior form saying their future plans were undecided. I have a lot to say about high school, clearly, but I think I can sum up my feelings in a quote by Winnie the Pooh. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. And on behalf of Eudora High School, I wish to thank Justin, Sophie, and Morgan for their messages to the class. Let's acknowledge their efforts one more time. Thank you. Graduates, we're getting close. Today is a special day, one that marks the end of formal public education for our students and signifies a new beginning in their lives. For the class of 2024, it represents an even greater accomplishment. Seniors, All your hard work, long hours, and the sacrifices that you have made to achieve this milestone exemplify our Eudora High School culture. As Cardinals, we are built to persevere through difficult times, and when the odds are stacked against us, we rise to the challenge. I'm proud of you, seniors. Your leadership will undoubtedly propel you to even greater achievements in the future. Class of 2024, this is your day. We pause to honor not only our students, but also those significant individuals who have led them to this wonderful occasion, their families, teachers, and friends. On behalf of our 164 graduating seniors, the largest class in Eudora High School history, I want to take this moment to thank all of the senior parents for their encouragement and guidance over the past 18 years. Senior parents, please stand and be recognized. Furthermore, a tremendous effort has been made by numerous staff and teachers at Eudora High School to plan, organize, and support our commencement ceremony. Thank you to Facilities Director Mr. Chuck James and his department for setting up our gymnasium and responding so quickly when our AC faltered. Thank you to Eudora High School lead custodian Michael Watson and his staff for the detailed preparation of our bleachers, our seating, and our commons areas. Thank you to EHS librarian and senior class sponsor, Ms. Gretchen Schreiner, and athletic director and activities director, Ms. Kara Kimmelin, for their efforts and dedication to ensuring that our seniors are prepared to graduate and that they have a ceremony of which they can be proud. Thank you. I just have to ask, Mr. Dunback, did this happen to you last year? Not at all, of course not. I also want to acknowledge the efforts of our video broadcast teacher, Mr. Nate Robinson, and our video broadcast students who are here to create an outstanding production for all of our families, and links to today's presentation of our commencement and our graduates can be found online. Thank you, Nate Robinson and video students. Finally, Eudora High School remains a special place to those who graduated from its halls, our alumni. If you are an alumnus of Eudora High School, I invite you to stand and be recognized. And I promise not to ask how long ago it was that some of you graduated. One of the most significant factors in the success of any school is the quality and level of achievement of its student body. With that in mind, as we reflect upon the achievements of the class of 2024, we find ample reason to be proud. I would like to list a few of this class's accomplishments, including some that will be repeated from Mr. Jackson's speech. 13 members of this class, by virtue of their excellent performance on the ACT test, have been named Kansas State Scholars by the Kansas Board of Regents. One member of this class was named a National Merit Commended Scholar. 3 members of this class have qualified as Kansas ACT Scholars, scoring a 32 or above on the ACT. We have 19 Kansas Scholars Curriculum Completers. Our senior class includes 2 recipients of the Kansas State High School Activities Association Citizenship Award, 2 Governor's Scholars, 2 recipients of the Dale Dennis Excellence in Education Award. Finally, in the 2023-2024 school year, members of this class have earned state championships in cross country, 3 in a row, powerlifting, Scholars Bowl, 4 in a row, and Science Olympiad. I take that back, Scholars Bowl, 1, Science Olympiad 4. Ms. Hartwell would never let me live that down if I did not correct that. Seniors, congratulations for your outstanding achievements this year. Colleges and universities across the country have recognized the consistently high levels of achievement and academic excellence of the class of 2024 by offering scholarships to students totaling nearly $5 million. Of that amount, $46,000 was contributed by 29 local organizations and individuals. Thank you, Eudora community, for investing in our students. I hope you will agree this is true evidence of their excellence as a class, a true tribute to our students, staff, and parents. And if the heart of Eudora High School is its students, then surely the faculty is its soul. This afternoon, as we honor our graduates, we must also honor our faculty and acknowledge their contributions to our students. Please join me in applause as I ask our faculty to stand and be recognized. You see, seniors, I'm not the tough guy that you really think I am. This afternoon, I would like to recognize a special group of students. 65 seniors will graduate tonight with a cumulative weighted grade point average of 3.5 or better and have earned the distinction of honors, high honors, and top honors as designated by their gold tassels. Seniors in this group, will you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. 7 students have earned the distinction of high honors. These seniors graduate with a weighted cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or better, scored 26 or higher on the ACT exam, and completed 5 semesters of weighted classes. At this time, I would ask our honors students to line up on the left side of the stage to be introduced. And you need to organize yourselves in alphabetical order. Corey will hand you the medals. Okay. To signify this achievement, we are honored to present them with the academic medallion. The names will be read in alphabetical order. We will hold our applause until all students in this group are introduced. Carissa Baker. Carissa is the daughter of Heather and Tyler Baker. Logan Cundiff. Logan is the son of Erica and Jason Cundiff. Kelton Ford. Kelton is the son of James Ford and Laura and Lewis Aubrey. Havea Harvitt. Havea is the daughter of Shelley and John Harvitt. Kaysen Lamont. Kaysen is the son of Anita Lamont. Brennan Meckel. Brennan is the daughter of Stu and Summer Meckel. Sophie Whalen. Sophie is the daughter of Thad and Heather Whalen. Let's give our high honors students a round of recognition for their academic efforts. Congratulations. You're welcome to stay on the stage. In fact, we're going to invite you to stay on the stage. We'll come back, Carissa. Finally, we want to recognize those students who represent the highest academic distinction at Eudora High School. The Top Honors Award is presented to those students who are graduating with a weighted cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or better, scored 28 or higher on the ACT exam, and completed 10 semesters of weighted classes and completed 4 units of mathematics. At this time, I would ask our top honors students to line up on the left side of the stage to be introduced. To signify this achievement, we are honored to present them with the academic medallion. The names will be read in alphabetical order. We will hold our applause until all students in this group are introduced. Lindsay Fugit. Lindsay is the daughter of Deanna and Sean Fugit. Lucy Giffen. Lucy is the daughter of Amy and Robert Giffen. Riley Hartwell. Riley is the daughter of Barbie and Douglas Hartwell. Georgia Martin. Georgia is the daughter of Ginger and Grant Martin. Max Mitchell. Max is the son of Jody and Jeff Mitchell. Max Noakes. Max is the son of Connie and Jeffrey Noakes. Jonah Pratt. Jonah is the son of Molly and Gary Pratt. Justin Shoemaker. Justin is the son of Lynn Clark Shoemaker and Kelly Shoemaker. Morgan Spencer. Morgan is the daughter of Meg and Ron Spencer. Congratulations, top honor students. Okay, seniors, here we go. We said 90 minutes. We're going to hit that mark. Members of the Board of Education, ladies and gentlemen, the students assembled before you today have completed all requirements for graduation in accordance with the laws of Kansas and the policies of the Board of Education of the Eudora School District. I would like to invite Superintendent Mr. Stu Meckel to come forward to certify the graduates. Mr. Meckel.
Having successfully completed the curricular requirements mandated by the state of Kansas in the Eudora School District, I, Stu Meckel, on behalf of the Board of Education, do hereby confer upon these Eudora High School class of 2024 this diploma, which designates you now and hereafter as a graduate of the Eudora School District.
At this time, I would ask the class of 2024 to prepare themselves for the presentation of diplomas. As a reminder to our audience, we would ask that you remain in your seats, hold your applause until all graduates' names are read. Please do not spoil anyone's opportunity to see the stage or hear their senior's name read. Everyone's respect and cooperation is appreciated. Mrs. Schreiner, we are ready to go. Class of 2024, get ready, and we're going to pass out some diplomas. Okay. I'm going to ask that the front row stand and prepare yourselves for presentation of diplomas.
Avery Joy Abram. Harper Elizabeth Andrews. Kaylee Elizabeth Armstrong. Chad Arnold. Mitchell Wilson Ashley. Sophia Rose Aubrey. Carissa Marie Baker. Brady Christian Applesauce. Colton Jace Barnhart. Nathaniel Dean Barnhart. Mason Isaac Bacon.
Congrats.
Holly Isabel Bowman. Benjamin Tyler Benoit.
Congratulations.
Allison Ray Boos.
Man, congrats.
Wesley Aaron Rivers. Brooklyn Paige Brady.
Congratulations.
Evan James Bradley.
Congratulations.
Timothy Paul Brandon. Bradley Allen Brock
Congratulations. Big dude.
Jr.
Bradley, congrats.
Thank you.
Josie Ann Brooks. Preston Stephen Bruce. Grant Michael Buckles.
Bruce, congrats. Hey, congrats, Grant.
Caden Lane Carlisle.
Congrats.
Cheyenne Marie Centers. Alex Solaris Close. Ching Shin
Congrats, Mr.
Close. Jerry
Congrats,
Dale Coble. Lillian May
Jerry.
Cooper. Thomas
Congrats.
Paul Croner. Stacy Rose
Congrats.
Crooks. Logan
Congrats.
Meredith Cundon.
Kenda, congrats. Thank you.
Reagan Emery Dahl. Jordan Page Dempsey. Ella Rain Thornton.
Congrats, Jordan.
Carly
Congrats.
Christine Doherty. Corbin James Edgar.
Congrats.
Jayla Lynn
Congrats.
Early.
Congrats, Mr.
Mia Arabella Rain Felix. Blythe Isabella Agnes Stevens. Jaden Elizabeth Flory.
Congrats, Jay.
Rada Danielle Foltz. Kelton Stone Lewis Ford.
Congrats, Ray.
Joshua
Congrats, Mr. Ford.
Andrew Fortner.
Congrats, Mr. Fortner.
McKellen Gabriel Foster. Lindsay Ann Dugan. William Moss Stable. Carla Marie Gardenhire Cuevas. Lucy Ann Gibbon. Lauren Rose
Congratulations,
Crawford.
Lucy. Congratulations.
Holly McLean Gray. Riley
Congratulations.
Michelle Griffin.
Congratulations, Nick.
Anthony Ray Versafi.
Congratulations.
Lane Allen Hadley.
Bradley, congratulations.
Cleveland Edward Paul. Braden Aaron Hampton.
Congratulations. Nice job. Congratulations.
Riley May Hartwell. Avea Grace Hardin. Rylin Murray Helser. Lillian Renee Helm. Braden Eugene Helm.
Congratulations.
Alessandro Hernandez. Chloe Michael Holt. Braylon Dean
Congratulations.
Hubler. Mackenzie Lynn Hopkins.
Congratulations, Mr. Congratulations.
Brenna Renee Easer. Jace Anthony Jackson. Jack Griffin Jacobs. Dale Allen Johnson.
Congratulations, Sean.
Isabella Grace
Hey, congrats.
Johnson.
Congrats.
Madison Grace Martin. Abigail K. Kennedy. Caden Roger Kerr.
Congratulations.
David Michael Clement. Christian Ray Kane.
Congratulations.
Kason Reed Lamont. Preston Isaiah Langley. Blake Austin James Lapine. Olivia Danielle Lawhorn.
Mr. Lapine, congratulations.
Derek John Lehman.
Congratulations.
Chloe Ann Long.
Congratulations, Derek.
Parker Marie Long.
Congratulations, Chloe.
Audrey Winter Mack.
Congratulations, Parker.
Matthew Eric Majet.
Congratulations.
Cole Lee
Congratulations,
Manley.
Mr. Majed.
Georgia Elizabeth
Congratulations,
Martin. Campbell Marie Mayer.
Congratulations, Georgia.
Riley Scott McKay. Jonathan Wayne LaPinta. Aiden James McDonald.
Congratulations.
Sergio Gale Negrano.
Congratulations.
Julian
Congrats.
Orion Meyer. Addison Sophia
Meyer,
Metcalf.
congrats.
Shelby
Congratulations, Ms.
Leanne Miller.
Metcalf.
Max Conrad Mitchell.
Congratulations.
Brennan Joyce Neckel. Sean Patrick Moffitt.
Love you. I know. Love you.
Savannah Ray Carrillo
Congrats.
Allen. Miles Justin Morford.
Congratulations.
Reagan Grace Moriarty Stafford.
Miles, how are you, man? Congrats.
Caden Riley Eisenbarger Mulryan. Kylie K. Music.
Oh man, congratulations.
Haley Anne Marie
Congrats, Kylie.
Mustine. Taylor Jolene Nice.
Congratulations.
Tanner James Newman. Max Allen Notes.
Tanner, congrats, man.
Nora Grace Ohlert.
Congratulations, Max.
Lainey Marie Orr.
Congrats, Nora. Good morning.
Rebecca Joy Owens. Cindy Marie Owens.
Congratulations.
Carter Anthony Pacheco. Gabriel Mark Pacheco. Kiera Marie Isabella Patrick.
Gabe, take care, my man. Good job. Congrats.
Caitlin Nicole Peterson.
Congratulations.
Jade Avery Pierce. Zachary Joseph Dwayne Pippert. Jonah Walter Pratt.
Pippert, congratulations.
Dakota Michael Pringle.
Congrats, Mr. Pratt.
Aiden Patrick Ramirez.
Congratulations.
Ethan Charles Rash.
Congratulations.
Louise Manuel Razzo.
Congratulations.
Nathaniel Titus Reason. Joseph Andrew Rice. Lillian Marie
Congrats,
Rice.
Joe.
Thomas Jesus Romero. Kayla Diane Ross. Noah Everett Schaefer.
Congratulations.
Adrian Robert Seals.
Congrats, Noah.
Kira Janelle Shanks.
Congrats, Mr. Seals.
Trista Bree Shaw. Brooklyn Kathleen Shepard. Cadence Ann Shepard. Cortland Marie Shockley. Bailey Annette Shoemaker. Justin Brody Shoemaker.
Congratulations, Mr. Shoemaker.
Samuel Benedict Spade. Morgan
Congrats, Sam.
Cecile Spencer. Devin Lynn Sperling.
Congrats, Morgan.
Jenna Marie Stoddard.
Congratulations.
Allison Nicole Stevens.
Congratulations.
Ellie Rose Suber.
Congratulations, Ms. Stevens.
Logan Wade Sullivan.
Congratulations, Mr. Sullivan.
Dennis Wyatt Summers.
Congratulations, Mr.
Caitlin
Summers.
Irene Thebe.
Congratulations.
Leland Marie Trigg. Madeline Paige Tugmas. Andrew James Turner. Joellen Marie Vogt.
Congratulations, Joe.
Jet Allen Watterson. Jacob David Weeks. Thomas Howard Wilson. Sophie Marie Whalen.
Congrats, Tommy.
Damian
Congrats, Ms.
Wayne
Whalen.
White. Owen Michael Wilkes. Isaac Lee Winder.
Congratulations, Owen.
Madison Avery Woodruff. Tanner David Yankovic.
Congratulations.
Mackenzie J.
Congrats, Tanner.
Miller. Caleb Anthony Young.
Congrats, Young. Congratulations, sir.
Jacob Lewis Ceesness.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Thank you, Ms. Weirick and Mr. Duncan, for the reading of the names. Excuse me. Class of 2024, I am proud to declare you graduates of Eudora High School. And I would like to say that it's been my privilege to serve as your principal. Thank you for your acceptance and your faith in me. I wish each of you the very best in the future. I know that you will do great things. I will miss you. At this time, will the Senior Advisory Council members come to the stage? As our Senior Advisory Council members are coming to the stage, one final announcement. We would ask you all to remain seated for the recessional. Family and friends must remain seated until after our faculty and all graduates have left the gym and exited to the courtyard. Graduates will meet friends and family in the courtyard after our ceremony. I'm proud to introduce the President of the Senior Advisory Council, Kason Lamont. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Class of 2024, please stand. As graduates of Eudora High School, please join me in moving your tassels from right to left. Graduates, please join our Senior Advisory Council in the singing of our school alma mater. The band starts.
We're going the wrong way.
Friends now. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Eudora High School class of 2024. Will our faculty and the graduates in the last two rows please rise and begin the recessional. Congratulations, graduates. Thanks to all for making this a great ceremony. Make it a great day.